Right. Okay, students. Can someone please confirm whether you all can hear me clearly and see me clearly? Can someone please confirm? Can someone please put it in the chat box that you all can see me clearly? Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Arva. Thank you, Salia. Right. So, without wasting much time, yes, straight away moving on to the fast track program. Okay. So I'll be sharing my screen. Please let me know that you all can see the screen. See the screen clearly, right? Can someone please confirm whether you all can see the screen, whatever that I'm sharing? Can someone please confirm? Right. Thank you. Thank you, Ziana. Thank you. Right. So today we are starting the 2026 AL Fast Track program. Okay. So in between, if I'm not clearly audible, please make sure you all are at least putting it in the chat box, sir, you're not clear, so that I know that this is, I know that there is something wrong with my connection, right? Okay. So what we need to do is, this is 2026 AL Fast Track. We are starting it today. We have already started our classes 3 months back. Okay. So without wasting much time, straight away, I'm going to introduce myself, right? So what this is my profile. I'll give you 1 minute to read and then I'll go through it. Okay. I'll give you 1 minute to read whatever that is there in the screen. Okay. So this meeting is being recorded, and whoever the students who are not able to participate in today's class, definitely I'll be providing them with the recordings. But make sure you are attending the live session. The live session is very, very important. And for the students who have not received their tute, okay, I have promised to send all the tutes to your doorstep. But some students who have registered a little later, they will be receiving the tute by next week, hopefully, right? So until that, I have sent you the soft copies of the tutes, right? So the picture that I've shown in of myself, that is with hair, and today I'm without hair. In another month or two, this hair will also come to this level, right? Okay, so don't worry, right? So first of all, I'm a student of D.S.E. College. I did my ordinary levels in 2015 and advanced level in 2018. Okay, so I was able to pass with flying colors, and then I was also a double AT member. I completed double AT during my advanced level journey. Before finishing advanced level, 1 year before, I was able to complete the double AT, and then I started CA once I finished my advanced level, and today I'm a double qualified chartered accountant with over 6 years of lecturing experience. Not only that, this is all that is written here, but I am also a head of finance for 5 companies in the Capital Maharaja group. Okay, so they are also supportive. They are always supporting me. They are telling me you can conduct your classes whenever you want, at whatever the time you want. Okay, so now you may be thinking, oh, this sir is working somewhere and he is also teaching. Will he be able to manage it? Yes, I'm working, because that is when I will be getting the real life exposure. Okay, the real life exposure is very, very important, where you get to do things practically. So my work is related to accounting. Okay, so there as well, my work is related to financial accounting and management accounting. So that is related to what I am teaching today. Okay, so that is very important for me to be able to stay updated with the current trends, right? So that is something that I'm very, very grateful. I've been working there for the past 6 years for the past 4 years, 2021. Before that, I was at a big four audit firm. I started as an audit trainee. I became an audit senior, and then I left, and I'm working at the Capital Maharaja Group and working for 5 companies because I'm a chartered accountant. And since I'm a chartered accountant, there is a big responsibility over me to be able to guide others as well, right? So this is our plan. Okay, so this is our plan until March 2026. Why I'm saying this, right? I'm giving you one minute. Please read this, whatever that is available. I'm giving you 1 minute. Right? Okay, so first of all, I will make sure I'll try my best to cover all the 16 topics. Okay, there are 16 topics in the accounting syllabus of your grade 12 and 13. So I'll make sure I finish it before March 2026. Okay. After that, and then if you miss any session, definitely you will be provided with the recordings. All the notes, all the tunes will be couriered to your doorstep free of charge. Okay. So this is my policy. And then monthly fee, yes, 3,500 is my monthly fee, and cover all the unit-wise past papers for each unit. Okay, for each unit, we will be doing unit-wise past papers. So you will be seeing in all our sessions that we will be doing unit-wise past papers. That means once we finish a unit, we'll be doing the past papers related to that. And then we will be conducting model papers during our revision classes. Hopefully, within the next couple of months, we will be able to start our revision classes also. And then last 6 months fast track. What is this? Yes. So last 6 months fast track, this is normally not done by any lecturer for accounting. Okay. For economics, yes, there is one lecturer who is doing this, who is one of my very good friend Arshad sir. Okay. But accounting, there is no one who is doing this last 6 months fast track to achieve 90 plus. I am planning to do that. Okay. So that will be conducted in a systematic way. Okay. So how will I be conducting that is last 6 months, there will be 3 sessions every week. Okay. One session is for theory. The other session would be for unit wise those past papers. And the third session would be for what will be? Yes, for doubt clearing. Okay. So those 3 sessions will be conducted every week. This I'm talking last 6 months of your exam. Okay. Last 6 months, your exam is probably, we say August, September in 2026, probably August. Yes, probably August or September in 2026. So that is when your exam will be conducted. So I am planning to start this fast track program on March 2026, from March or April 2026. That is where I'm planning to conduct the fast track program. Okay. So that is my goal. So what we will have to do this, what we will have to do for this is we will have to increase the hours of our classes. Okay. Now today we are starting at 9 a.m. So we started a little bit late, like 9:05, 9:10 is where we started. But we will have to start the classes very soon. We will have to start the classes at 8. Okay. It will be from 8 to 11. We will have to make sure we are doing 3-hour classes. to cover all the topics before at least before March 2026, or even if we can do this before like January, it would be a great achievement for all of us. Okay. So I want to make sure all my students are getting an A pass. Okay. If you come here and if you're not getting an A pass, there is there is no point, right? And then one more thing, right? Now this is the fast track. You all will be needing the recordings. Okay. You all will need the recordings of the previous classes and the tunes. Okay, so that is the most important one. Okay, we will be talking about this at the end of our session. Okay, not now, at the end of our session. How to get the recordings, how to get the tunes couriered to your doorstep, whichever that you have missed, the past 1, 2, and 3, those 3 units that you have missed, you will be receiving the recordings, and those things we will be discussing at the end of this session. So make sure whoever is joining is your first class today, make sure you all are staying after the session is over. We will be talking in the meeting itself, right? Okay. So, and then I want to share there is some important free YouTube content for every student who is doing advanced level accounting. Okay. So that important content is, yes, the onlineaccounting.lk YouTube channel. Okay. So you can watch this. This is free lesson series is conducted by a lecturer called Hashan Maduge. Okay. So you can, these are free these things. Make sure you're watching all of these, right? And then after O level and A level. Okay. After O level, you're after O levels. So you all can make sure even if you're following double AT or CMA or something like that, it would be very good. I want, look here, I'm not just a lecturer who teaches accounting, gets your money, and forget about you. No. I want all of you to become successful in life. Okay. I want all of you to become successful in life. That is why this is how I have become successful in life. And I want to guide you in the same path because we are in the same field. If you all want, you all can follow after O levels. Since you all after O levels, you all can follow double AT or CMA. What is the benefit? Now, what is the benefit? Yes, the benefit is you all will be getting exemptions for CA and ACCA. Okay. Now, after A levels, it is your choice to choose. Okay. You will be in economics. You would have already learned the word choice. Okay. That is in the initial lesson 1, lesson 2. You would have already learned the word choice. How now you'd be thinking, how sir is knowing all of this? Yes, because I'm also having an A for economics. Okay. During my A levels. So definitely I would know all of this. What is this choice and all? Okay. So after A levels, CA or ACCA, whatever that you prefer. But ACCA, the pass rates are high, the exam fee is also high. CA pass rates are low, exam fee are low. So this is all that I want to tell you. Okay. For now, right? We are done with the introduction. Now straight away we are moving on to the unit 4 where we have started. Okay. Right. So we are going to I'm going to share the right. So now I hope you all can see the tute number 4. Can you all see the tute number 4? Is it clearly visible? Can someone please confirm? Can someone please confirm whether the tute number 4 is now visible? Can someone please put it in the chat box so that it would be easy for me to understand, right? Thank you. Thank you, Ziana. Thank you. Thank you, Arva. Right. So, Arva, can you please confirm whether we have stopped, we have completed until here? Okay. As far as I can remember, we have completed until these two. So, we have to start from here. Am I right? Can someone please confirm? Can someone please confirm whether we have to start from payment journal or we have already done the payment journal as well? So you all have the tutes already couriered to you. do we need to start from the payment journal, or we have already done that payment journal as well? Right? Anyone has an idea? I can remember I have done until the receipt journal, these two questions. We have to start from the payment journal. Am I right? Can someone please confirm and put it in the chat box? Not the new students. New students, you all don't have an idea. The old students who are in my class from day one, they know that where I have stopped. So I just wanted to make sure that we have where we have stopped this. Or we have already completed the payment journal also. And do we need to move on to the cash control account? Right. I'm pretty sure we have. Okay. Right. Thank you. We are going to start from the payment journal. Right. And whoever who has the tute, make sure you're writing it. Whoever who has taken the printouts, make sure you're also writing whatever that I'm going to say next. Right. Now, first of all, let's write what is a payment journal. Okay. Payment journal is a special journal. Okay. First of all, let's write special journal in which all the checks, all the cash, okay, let's make it all the cash or check. You can put it in the bracket check. Payments are recorded. Payments are recorded. Okay, special journal in which all the cash payments are recorded. So this is what payment journal is, right? So this is very simple. මට මේ ආයි ලොකුවට ආයි අලුතෙන් කියලා දෙන්න ඕන දෙයක් නෙමෙයි ළමයි, right? So special journal is with something you record what is cash related. Okay, for example, now we are taking an example. There is someone, okay, there is someone and there is someone mali. Okay, so these two are there, right? First of all, someone, what someone is doing is, right, someone is purchasing goods from someone mali. He is going to purchase, for example, let's say a laptop, not a laptop. Okay, so let's say a cricket bat. Okay, let's put it like this, a cricket bat. Okay, a cricket bat from someone mali. Okay, someone is purchasing a cricket bat from whom? From someone mali. Okay, so he is, for that he is going to pay, what is this? Yes, he is going to pay cash, right? Very good. So if he is paying cash, where it needs to be recorded, it needs to be recorded under payment journal. එයා මුදල්, if you tell it in Sinhalese, එයා මුදල් ගෙවනවා නම් එයා payment journal එකේ මේක record කරන්න ඕන, right? So this is what, so I'm also using Sinhala terms, but I'm mainly focusing on English terms. Okay, right. So what is the source document? Very easy. Make sure you're writing payment voucher. Okay, payment voucher. Okay, right. So we are done with this, right? Now I want to give you the format. Okay, just now don't go to write anything. Just make sure you're looking at whatever that I'm doing. After that, I will give you enough time to write. Okay, I will give you enough time to write. Okay, so first of all, you'll be getting This is the format. Now I'm going to draw the format. Make sure you're only listening to me, watching at the screen. You're not going to write anything until I say, right? And then voucher number, and then description. Okay, description. And then you can put as payment voucher. Payment voucher. And then there will be an analysis. There will be analysis columns. Okay. Now, manga vadi rule na. So even if it is a little bit ugly, don't worry about my drawing. I'm very weak at drawing. Arts lokuota bad, right? So this is how you do it, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, there are 4 columns, right? I know my drawing is weak, right? So this is how we do it. And then you take, it will be purchases. For example, we can put telephone expenses, telephone, and we can put expenses, we can put other, we can put certain types of expenses, right? Okay, so this is very simple, straightforward. Right, now you can take this down. I will give you 1 minute. You can quickly take this down. Adi ruler aragena ayyo dagena yanna epa. Just you can don't use the ruler. Just put these columns nikan liya ganna very quickly. I'll give you 1 minute. Quickly take this down. Right? Okay. So I think the time is enough, right? The time is enough, right? So before moving on to the next part, what we have to do is, right? I am going to give you a real life example. Okay. Real life example. In school, what they do, in school, what they do, they teach you, they teach you the theory, theory knowledge, right? So this is what they give you, right? They give you the theory knowledge, but do they educate you? Do they educate you with the financial education? Financial education. No, right? එහෙම පාඩමක් තියෙනවද? Have you ever heard in your school they teach a lesson called financial education? No, never. Right? But during this A-level journey, I will be teaching in between, I will be giving you some tips for the financial education. May monad may financial education ke liye, right? In life, okay? However, the much you learn, if you don't have money, what will happen? If you don't have money, if you don't have enough money at the required time, if you don't have enough money, what will happen? Okay, yeah, give me a second, I'll come back. Excuse me, give me a second. Right? Okay. Sorry for the disturbance. Can someone please confirm whether y'all can hear me? Can y'all put it in the chat box? Y'all can hear me. Can someone please confirm whether y'all can hear me? Can someone please confirm whether y'all can hear me? Put it in chat box. Yes, sir. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Ziana. Right. So this financial education, right? ඔයාට ඕන වෙලාවට සල්ලි නැත්තම්, right? If you don't have enough money whenever you want, what will happen? Will you be able to live happily? No, right? But money is not everything. Keep that in mind. Money is not everything, but money is a small part of your success. Okay, money is a small part of your success. Okay, your successful journey, if you want to become successful, money is a small part, plays a critical part, I have to say. Right now, what I want to give is real life example. Okay, there were two elderly people. Okay, now what we are going to do, right? I'm going to erase this, I'm going to erase all of this and give you a proper understanding of the example. Let's first erase this, whatever that is there. Okay, right, let's erase this and get on to the example. Okay, so there were two rich people, two rich elderly people in a village. Okay, in a village, that village did not have what? They did not have water. Okay, this village did not have water. Okay, one day, these two rich elderly people, what they did was they gave a contract to two people. Okay, they gave a contract to two people. But they told, whoever gives us water, whoever brings water from the lake. Okay, there was a lake next to the village. There was a lake. Whoever brings water, we will be paying a certain amount, a big amount. Okay, paying a certain amount to the person, either this person, either it can be this person or this person, right? So what happened? These two person, what they did? Okay, they went to the lake. This person A, his name was Saman. This person's name was Saman Mali, right? This person's name was Saman Mali, right? What Saman Mali did was, right? For example, okay, what Saman did was, right? He took two buckets. Saman took two buckets, immediately hired two employees, two big buckets. It's like 10-liter buckets. Okay. He hired two employees. He went to the lake back and forth. He took water, gave it to the village. he did like every day. He did like 20 liters were more than enough for that village, right? So what he did, he went to the lake, he got it back. Every day he did that. But what Saman Mali did, Saman Mali was 6 months late. Okay, Saman Mali was 6 months late. But what she did, she used her brain. What happened? She connected, she connected a pipeline. Okay, she connected a pipeline from the village to the lake. මොනවද කරේ? pipeline එකක් ඇද්දා connect කරා lake එකටයි village එකටයි. Right? Very simple. What happened? The village got how much? Not 20 liters. The village got how much? Unlimited water. Unlimited water. The village got unlimited water. What happened? Saman Mali was earning for the rest of her life. Okay, she did not want to get involved in the business. She just connected a pipeline. Okay, she just connected a pipeline. Very simple. She just connected a pipeline from the lake to the village. She was earning for the rest of her life without getting involved in the business. Not like someone, without getting involved in the business. What is this called? This is called passive income. Okay, passive income is something you don't need to get involved in the business, but you get money out of that business. So in life, this is a life example that I'm going to give. In life, you need to make sure you are always trying for this passive income. Okay. Now, what Saman Mali had? Saman Mali had enough time to spend with her family, with her children. Okay. So this is a small part of financial education, right? Okay. Now again, we are moving on to the question, right? The story is done. Now, without wasting much time, just a story to refresh all of you. Now again, we are moving on to the question, right? Following cash payments in Sarat business for the 2022. Okay, what the requirement says? First of all, let's read the requirement. Record the above transaction in the payment journal. Copy the payment journal into the ledger, right? Copy the payment journal into the ledger, right? So before moving on to this, in our first class, the new students were not there. Okay, in our first class, the new students who have joined newly, you all were not there. So you need to have one thing in your note. What is that? This is very important. Okay. So first, see what I'm doing. You're not going to write anything, right? You're not going to write anything. You're just going to look at what I am doing, right? Very simple, right? Make sure this is always in your room. Even if you can take a printout of this and write and keep it in your room, would be better. So if you know this, you know everything about accounting. Okay, so this is a technique that I used during my days of advanced level where I was doing A-level exams. So I use this technique. This technique, if you know this, you know everything about accounting. Okay. So I'm going to write. Just I will give you enough time to take it down. Just keep watching. Okay. Right. Okay. Now we are done. Now you need to make sure you remember this. If asset is increasing means it is always debit. If asset is decreasing means it is always credit. Expenses, if it is increasing means debit, it is decreasing means credit. Very important. This table is very important. Sometimes you would have learned this somewhere else. If you have not learned, this is the most important part where you need to make sure you are keeping this. Like what I did was I took a printout, or I drew this in a paper and I pasted it in my wall. Okay, I pasted it in my wall in my room. Every day when I wake up, I see this. Okay, because this is the basics of accounting. Okay, so those students who have not yet joined the classes, yes, this is your first class, no problem, because I'm always teaching from the scratch. Okay, I always want all my students to get 90 plus, not only an A. I'm always targeting for 90 plus. So for that, I will guide you. I only need your 100% commitment. Okay. So capital, if it is increasing, it is always credit. If it is decreasing, is always debit. Income is credit. Again, same. Liability is also same. Right now, I'm giving you time. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Quickly get it down. Whoever the new students, old students, I've already given you all in the previous videos. New students, please take this down quickly. I'll give you 2 minutes. Not in the cash control, not in this place, but at the end of your book, or at the beginning, at the first page of the tute which I have sent you, or in a different paper in the first page, not in this place, format of cash control account, no, not there. In the first page, you can get this down. Once you are done, make sure you are putting it in the chat box, sir, I have finished, so that I can quickly go on to the next question. Once you are finished, make sure you are putting it in the chat box. Sir finished. Sir finished නෙමෙයි. Sir නම් ඉවර වෙන්නේ නැහැ. I have finished done doing this. Right. Ziana is done. What about others? Right. Alia is also done. about other new students? If you all are done, please let me know. Right. Thank you. Prisma is also done. Right. Okay. So now let's move on to the next this question. Okay. I'm going to erase this. No, I don't need to erase this, right? What they are saying is record the above transaction in the payment journal for the month of March 2022. Copy the above payment journal to the ledger. Right. Okay. So we are going to do these two parallelly. Very simple, straightforward. First of all, what you have to do, right? I'm going to share my entire screen. Okay. Share my entire screen. Right. So that if I switch from the PDF to Excel, you will be able to see, right, clearly. Right. Okay. So first of all, you need to make sure you are drawing the payment. What is this? The payment journal. Okay. You are drawing this, the payment journal, right? For this, you will need to have a workbook. You will need to have a separate workbook also with you all the time. Okay. Can you all see the Excel sheet? Can you all see it clearly? Read it clearly, pain on. Or now can you all see? Then pain on. Can someone please confirm whether you all can see the Excel sheet which I'm opening, which I've already opened? Can someone put it in the chat box? Sir, yes, we can see your. Yes, we can see the Excel sheet. Excel sheet take a pain on. Can someone please confirm? Right. Thank you. Thank you, Salia. Okay, thank you. Right. Okay. Let's start. Okay. So what was the how the column should be? First of all, it should be date. Okay. First of all, date column, and then VN. What is this VN? Voucher number. And then the next one, description. Okay. Description. The next one is the description column. Okay. So just make sure you are getting these columns. You are drawing these columns in your workbook. Okay. Not in the tute. The tute doesn't have enough space. You have to make sure you are doing this in your workbook, right? It's the PM. What is this PM? PM number. Yes, payment voucher. Let's make it PV. PV. Okay, payment voucher number. So that is this. And then the amount. Okay, the amount. And then you have to look at these are the analysis column. Okay, analysis. Okay, analysis column. You can have we can have one more analysis column. Right? Right, okay. Now I hope everything is clearly visible. Okay. And ළමයි හිතනවා ඇති මේ කොහොමද සර් මෙච්චර Excel expert උනේ? How has he become such an expert in Excel spreadsheets? Yes, because since I'm a head of finance, definitely, and I'm working in Excel for like past 6-7 years. So this is something bread and butter for me, right? ඔයා Excel එක කරන්න ඕනේ. You need to just write it, take a pen. You need to have a writing book, CR book. You can start doing it, right? Okay. Right. So what we have to do? Right. So first of all, this is right. So what is the question? Right. The question is, first of all, cash purchases 1.2 million. Okay. Cash purchases 1.2 million. Right. For this, what we need? Okay. The payment journal is also required. And then what is required? Yes. What is required? The cash book. Okay. The cash account. Very important. The cash account is also required. Okay. So what we are going to do? The cash account. Okay. Right. We can put this as cash account. Right. Okay. So very simple, straightforward one. This is the cash account. Okay. So first of all, what is the first question that they are saying? Cash purchases of 1.2 million. 1,200,000. How are you going to do this? First, you have to put the date 2022. Okay. This is the date. Have they given the voucher number? Voucher number දීලා නැහැ. Description, cash purchase. Payment voucher number දීලා තියෙනවද? Yes, they have given P001. Very simple. The amount 1,200,000. Right? 1,200,000. Okay. So in the analysis column, we can put as purchases. Okay. We can put as 1.2 million. Very simple. Okay. First one is done. Right? First one is done. And then cash. Yes. Here you need to put as purchase. Need to put as purchase. Right? There is not enough space. What we have to do? Very simple. I'm doing this very slowly so that, sorry, so that you all are able to understand. Right? I'm doing this very slowly. Right? If you don't understand something, please put it in chat box. Sir, I couldn't understand. Please do it again. So that I will do it again. No problem. Right? Okay. So what you have to do? Purchases. How much? 1.2 million. Right? So this is first one we have done. I'm giving you time. Quickly do it. You have to draw all of these. Make sure you're drawing all of this and you're quickly doing it with me. With every transaction, I will give you enough time. Right? I'm giving you enough time. Make sure you're quickly doing it, not doing it slowly. Make sure you're quickly doing it. Once you are done with the first one, please put it in the chat box. Sir, done. After that, we will be going on to the second one. I'm waiting for anyone who puts the first yes, we will be starting the second. Right. Okay. Thank you. So, right, next we will be moving on to the next one. Second one, what is this? Cash paid to creditors. Do we need to put this in the payment journal? Okay. Do we need to put this in the payment journal? Yes. We need to put this in the payment journal, right? So, what is this? 01/2022. So, this is the date. Okay. To creditor. What is this thing? Yes, creditor. Here මෙහෙම අපි දානවා. And then P002, right, is the voucher number. Very simple. 200,000 is the amount. 200,000 is the amount. Okay. Right. 200,000 is the amount. We have to put another separate column as creditor. Okay. 200. Right. Very simple. And then the next one. Yes. This is only the debit entry. Okay. What is this? This purchase is an expense. Right. Okay. So creditor. Yes. This is, what is this? Yes. But will this come under the payment journal? Cash paid to creditors? No. Why? Will this come under the payment journal? Will this come under the payment journal? Special journal. Okay. What is payment journal? Special journal in which all the cash payments are recorded. Okay. All the cash payments. Right. So this is payment journal. All the cash payments are recorded. Right. Cash paid to creditors. Okay. So this will come under the payment journal. Yes. And then we have to get a separate column for creditors. Okay. We have to get a separate column for creditors. I'm going to draw a separate column for creditors. Yes. Okay. So creditors, what is this? Yes. This will reduce the creditors. Okay. This will reduce the creditors. Yes. So this will reduce the creditors. So creditors is always, if it is increasing its credit, now the creditor is reducing. So what you have to do? Yes. So it is debit 200,000. Okay. It's debit 200,000. And then what you are doing? Yes. What you are doing? You are paying cash. So your cash account always reduces. Okay. Your cash account always reduces. So what you will do? Yes. Creditor. You will mention creditor. Kiradala. You will put 200,000 here. Okay. We'll put 200,000 here. Very simple, right? So we have done with the second one. Now it's your time to do the second one and let me know in the chat box, sir, I'm done with the second one also. Right. Second one is also done. So in first one, I have missed one thing. What is that? Here I did three entries. What are the three entries that I did in the second one? First, I recorded in the payment journal, creditor kila damma. I have recorded in the payment journal. ඊට පස්සේ what I did? And then I went to creditors account. Next I did was cash killer. What I wrote this and I put 200,000. And then I went to cash account. Okay. So, and then here I put creditor and I put another 200,000. So I did three things. But in the first one, I did only two things. What? Yes. Mama make a cash purchase killer dala. I did only this. So what I need to do? One more thing. Yes, the purchasers account. Very important. Okay. So I have missed that purchasers account. So now we are going to do that purchasers account. Okay. Now we have to open another purchasers account for this. And we have to put as purchasers kila damma. You need to put cash kila damma. You need to put 1.2 million. Okay. 1.2 million kila damma, right? So make sure you're doing this amendment for the first one also, right? So this is an amendment for the first one. Just to add purchases and put cash. Very simple. Very easy, very simple, straightforward question. Okay. Right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hide this. Okay. The next technique that I'm using, I'm going to hide this. Right. Now you can't see. Now what I'm going to do, first I'm going to fill the entire payment journal. So these two we have completed fully. Fully we have completed. So I have highlighted this. Why? Because we have fully completed. Next one, I'm going to only complete the payment journal. Okay, I'm going to only complete the payment journal. Right. Okay. 6th of January 2022. That is the next transaction. That is where this is given. It is clearly given in your unit number 4. Right. And then what is this? Yes, payment of electricity. Electricity. Right. What is the payment voucher number? P003. How much is the amount? They have given 20,000 is the amount. So you need to open another column. Electricity kila damma. Then we'll put as e-bill. E-bill kila damuko. Right. And then this is 20,000. Very simple. Right. We are done with the third one also. Now you would be thinking, our account pickup. Where are those T accounts? Okay, we will be do that in the end. You have to do only what I'm doing. Very simple. Okay. Electricity kila damma. Very simple. 6th of January 1st. Electricity payment voucher number P003, amount 20,000, and then in the electricity bill you have to put as 20,000. Very simple. Okay, very simple, straightforward. Okay, right. And I hope you all have done this as well. I'm going very slowly. If I'm too fast, please let me know, sir. You're too fast. Please go slowly. And now I'm moving on to the next one. You don't need to do anything else. Just you have to do everything that I'm doing only. Right? Okay. The next one, 8th March 2022. What is this? Purchase of furniture. Furniture. Okay. Purchase of furniture, 500,000. You have to assume this is, we have purchased this for cash. Okay. Okay. Purchases of furniture for cash. Okay. P004. P004, purchases of furniture. How much? 500,000. We will put then other kila column එකක් දාමු. Right? Okay. We'll put a column as known as other. 500,000. right? Mekativarai. We are done with the fourth transaction also, right? Fourth transaction is also done. Okay. Fourth transaction is also done. I'm giving you enough time. Quickly do it. With me, make sure you're doing it with me. Okay. I'm moving on to the next one. 12th March 2022. Okay. Cash purchases. Very simple. Just cash purchases. Cash purchases. Very simple. P005. P005. How much is this? 800,000. We are putting it in the purchases column as 800,000. Very simple. Fifth one is also done. Right? I know. Make sure you're doing these questions, these answers with me so that everything would be crystal clear for all of you. Right? And then 14th of March 2022. Okay, this is the next one. 14th of March 2022. Salary. Paying salary to employees. P006. 120,000. P006. 120,000. Here also in other column, you have to put 120,000. Very simple, straightforward. Okay. I hope I'm not going too fast. If I'm going too fast, please put it in the chat box. Sir, I'm behind. Please go slowly. If you are done with the sixth one, please put it in the chat box. Sir, sixth one also done. Just put as done so that I know you all are with me. Right. Ziana is done. Very good. What about others? You all just have to do only what I'm doing. In the screen, you all can see what I'm doing. Only what I'm doing. You're not going to do anything else. Only what I'm doing. Very simple. Waiting for others. Once you are done, please put it in the chat box. Sir, sixth one is also done. Or at least done is enough. Right. Very good. Okay. We are moving on. The next one, 18th of March 2022. Okay. Paid to creditors. Paid to creditors. How much? Yes. The number is P007. How much have you paid to creditors? 400,000. Okay. Yes. Here you go. You have to record 400,000. Very simple. Right. Next one, 20th of March 2022. Very simple. Telephone bill. TP bill. Okay. P008. How much is the telephone bill? 80,000. You have to put it in the other column. 80,000. This is not electricity. This is not creditor. This is not purchasers. This is electricity bill. Sorry. This is telephone bill. You have to put it in the other column. Okay. And then 21st of March 2022. Okay. Bank loan plus interest. Loan plus interest. P009. How much is the loan? So total is 40. Loan is 30. Interest is 10. That is how this 40 is dividing. Why? They have clearly said repayment of bank loan 40,000, which includes interest of 10,000. Okay, which includes interest of how much? 10,000. Okay, so that means the loan is 30, interest is 10. So what we are going to do? 40,000. In the other column, we are going to put this as 40,000. Very simple, right? Okay, so this is simple. I hope you all are quickly doing all of these with me. And then 22nd of March 2022. Cash drawings. What is this? Cash drawings? Anyone has an idea? Cash drawings? That means I'm the owner of this business. I'm taking some amount of money from this business for my personal use. Very simple, right? මට සල්ලි මුදල් ටිකක් අවශ්‍යයි ළමයි මම මොනවද කරන්නේ I'm taking a small amount from my business. I'm taking this out. Very simple, right? How much is that? Cash drawings? Yes, P010. Okay, P010. Sorry, not 2, P010. What is the cash drawings? 80,000. 80,000. Okay, very simple, straightforward. Okay, in other column, we are putting this as 80,000. We are putting this as 80,000 in the other column. Right? So the next one, cash purchases. Again, cash purchase, 25th of March 2022. Cash purchases. P011 is the payment voucher number. 400,000 is the cash purchases. Where will you put? Yes, we have a separate column for purchases. So we can put this in purchases column. Very simple. Okay. Going slowly. Make sure you're doing these questions with me. You're writing in your writing book. Right. I want to extend this. So I have to make sure I have enough space. Okay. 27th of March 2022. What is this? Paid to creditors. Very simple. Paid to creditors. Very simple. How much? What is the number? P012. 600,000. Then creditor also 600,000. Very simple. Right? Very simple, straightforward one. Okay. Straightforward 600,000. Right? Now we are moving on to the next one. 28th of March 2022. Advance paid to purchase a computer equipment. Advance paid. You want to buy a computer, you're paying some amount in advance. 50,000 වේලාසනින් ගෙවනවා. But why is that? මුදලාලිට කියනවා I want this computer. Please reserve it for me. I will give you an advance. Very simple. Okay. P013. How much is the advance? 50,000. Where you have to put this? Okay, where you have to put this in the other column. Okay, the other column you are putting this. Very simple. Now we are moving on to the last one. Right, now we are moving on to the last one, 29th of March 2022. Payment of accrued telephone bill of February month. Year mass telephone bill. Last month telephone bill, we are going to pay it right now. Very simple, right? Telephone bill. Very simple. P014. Right? How much is this? 12,000. Other එක අපි දානවා 12,000. Very simple. Everything is completed. How much is the total? This is the total. Right? Okay. Once you are done, please put in the chat box, sir. ඉවරයි. Finish. Done. Once you are done, please put it in the chat box so that I know that you are done. Then we can move on to the next part of the same question. Okay, there is one more part of the same question. We have to do that as well. Right. Salia is done. What about others? Salia is very quick. Well done. What about others? Yes, very good. Ziana is also done. What about the other two, the other participants? Rizma. What about Arva? All are done. Please put it in the chat box. Sir, completed. Right. Very good. Very good, Rizma. Right. Okay. Right. We are moving on. Right. Now we have done this. Now I'm going to unhide whatever that I've hidden. I'm going to unhide these two columns. Okay. So that you can see in your A levels, you're not going to do it in a computer, but this is, I'm doing this here so that everything would be clear for you. Right. Okay. Now, what we have to do, very simple. We have to do this in the, we have to put the double entry. Very simple, right? Okay. Electricity, you're paying 20,000. What is the double entry for electricity? Very simple, right? Electricity is an expense, right? So electricity expense account debit and cash account credit. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to open an electricity expense account. Okay. Electricity expense account. E-bill කියලා දාමු. Very simple. Simply තියාගමු. E-bill. We are going to put this as E-bill. Right? Electricity expense account debit. Why have I told this? Yes. Can you remember? Can you remember this part? Can you remember this part? Expense එක වැඩි වුණොත්, if expense is increasing, what is this? It is debit, right? It is debit, right? So if expense is increasing, it's debit. Now, Again, we are moving. Right. Electricity expense. Electricity bill is an expense. Expense is increasing means it's always debit. Which is the debit side? Yes, debit side is the left side. Okay. So cash kila damma. How much is the electricity? It is 20,000. Right? Electricity up to 20,000 ගෙව්වා. And then what is credit? For every debit, there has to be a credit, right? Okay. For every debit, there has to be a credit. Okay. So credit means, yes, your cash is going down. Again, we are moving on to the chart. This chart is very important, I said. Cash. Your cash is reducing. Cash. Cash is reducing means it's an asset. Okay. Cash is always an asset. If asset is reducing, yes, it is credit. Right? Very good. So if it is credit, which is the credit side? Anna hari. මේ තියෙන cash account එක. Yes, this cash account, what you have to do? E-bill කියලා දැම්මා. Right? Very simple. 20,000. Right? Did you all understand? මේක තේරුණාද? තේරුම් නැත්තම් කියන්න. Did you all understand? Whatever that I did right now. ළමයිට තේරුණාද? I'm going to do it very slowly because this is our theory class. No? In the theory class, you should be able to understand everything from top to bottom. Okay. තේරුණාද මම මොනවාද මේ කරේ? How did I put this double entry? Very simple double entry. What I did? First I did electricity bill expense එක දැම්මා, debit කරා, cash කියලා දැම්මා, ලිව්වා. Right? Very simple. And then the next one, in the cash account, 20,000 we have paid. I wrote the opposite name. Electricity bill. මෙතන opposite name. Cash කියලා දැම්මා. Very simple. Did you all understand? Can someone please tell me? Sir, තේරුණා? Understood? Whatever the language you want. Right. Very good. Very good, Ziana. Thank you, Salia. Right. Okay. So we are moving on to the next part. Right. So this, whatever that we are finishing, we are going to color it in yellow. Right. Yellow means we have done. Next one, purchase of furniture. Salli deela, laksa pahat deela, purchase. You have purchased how? What? Yes, we have purchased a furniture. Now we have to open a furniture account also. Right? Furniture account එකක් මෙතන ආරිමුකෝ අපි. Right? Very simple, no? This furniture account. Okay. Right? Furniture account. Right? Furniture account කියලා එකක් ඇති. Right. Now what is the double entry when you are purchasing a furniture? Right? මෙතනින් අපි බලමු double entry. Okay. We are going to again search for the double entry. We are going to search for the double entry. Right. Furniture. Furniture is an asset. It is an asset. Okay. It's an asset. Its asset is increasing. Furniture, you're purchasing furniture means your furniture value is increasing. Your asset is increasing means it's always debit. Very simple. Okay. You have done it. You have learned this in your O levels also. If you have done commerce, accounting, business studies in O levels. If you've done some other subject, you don't know, right? And then your cash. Your cash is also an asset, right? Your cash is reducing. May a decrease. Then what will happen? It is credit. Very simple. Right? Now we are going to record. How much did we pay? 500,000 we paid. Okay. 500,000 we paid. Cash. Cash kila. Salli dila. Gatta. We paid 500,000 cash. So this is furniture account is debit. We have completed this. Shall we put this in the yellow color? right? And then the cash account. මේ තියෙන cash account. ඔයාගේ සල්ලි අඩු වෙනවා. Your cash is reducing. Okay? Your cash is reducing. What you have to do? Yes, මෙතන 500,000 you have to put this. But the name has to be the opposite name. Furniture කියලා. Very simple. We are done with the next one also. Very simple. Right? Please get this down and let me know once you are done. Let me know once you are done so that we will be moving on to the next one. Right. Zia, looks like Ziana is done. Right, very good. So this is very simple one, straightforward one. Right. And then now we are moving on to the next one. So let's make this yellow color so that we know, right, furniture we have done. Now cash purchases, very simple. We have already opened the account for cash purchases. We don't need to do anything else, right? So what is the double entry? Again, now we are going to again look at the double entry. Okay, very simple double entry. Here you go. Very simple. That is why I drew this chart. This chart is very important. Okay, make sure you have a photo of this in your bedroom. Whenever you wake up, you see this. Okay, so purchases, right? Purchases means it is an expense, right? Make expense. Now what will happen if expense goes up? If expense goes up, here it is. It is an expense. Expense goes up, what will happen? Yes, it is debit. And then what else is happening? Your cash is reducing. Cash is what? Cash is an asset, right? Cash is always an asset for you, right? So cash is always an asset. Your asset is reducing means it is credit. For every debit, there has to be a credit. Very simple, right? Now we are going to record this. What is this? Purchases? Yes, purchases is always debit. Why? This is an expense, right? And then your cash account, it is reducing. It is credit. You have to change the opposite names. Here you need to put purchases. Here you need to put cash. Very simple. Done. Complete. The next one is also complete. Very simple. Very easy. Make sure you are taking this down. Right. Very good. Ziana is very fast. Thank you. What about others? Right. Okay. Now we are moving on to the next one. So we have to first highlight this. Make up ivarai. We have completed this. Right. The next one, salary. You are paying salary. What will happen? First of all, let's go to the double entry again. Let's erase these unwanted things. Let's erase these. Erase these. Okay. Salary. What is salary? Is it an asset? No. It is always an expense. Salary is always an expense. Your expense is going up. What will happen? Here you see, it is always, if it increases, it is always debit. Again, very simple. Okay. And then your cash. What is your cash? We already know this. It is our asset. Now cash is going down. That means asset is going down. That means it is decreasing. What will happen? Very simple. Again, very simple. Okay. So it is credit. Okay. Now again we are going to write salary kill account එක open කරගන්නවා. Very simple. We have to open an account as salary. Right. Salary is the name of the account. And then, yeah, salary is an expense. How much is the expense? 120,000 is the expense. Okay. So this is debit. And then the cash account is credit. Why? Your cash is reducing. And then what you have to do? You have to change the names. You put salary here. You put cash here. Very simple. Right? We are done. Very simple. Up to you. Quickly do it. If someone doesn't understand, put it in the chat box. I will always give you another explanation. Very simple. Very simple. Your salary is debit. Your cash account is credit. Very simple. These are actually Lamai, very easy questions. After that, we will be moving on to past paper questions, very difficult questions, but I will always give you the best explanation so that you all can understand, right? Now we are moving on to the next one. Okay. Salary is also done. Now we are going to highlight salary ekat ivarai. Right? We have to do everything in a systematic, neat way so that the examiner also can understand. Okay. Paid to creditors. You have paying to creditors how much? 400,000. Now what will this happen? Now again we are erasing whatever the unwanted things that we have done here. Okay. Okay. We are going to erase all of these. Right. Okay. And then paid to creditors. Okay. Now you're paying to creditor. What will happen? Creditor is a, what is this? Creditor. Creditor කියන මොනවාද? Is it an asset? Is it an expense? Is it an asset? Is it an expense? Is it capital? Is it an income? No, it is a liability. Creditor means liability. Now, for the students who don't know the definition, what is liability? When will you understand? Yes, the previous recordings. Okay, the previous recordings. Once you get those, once you get the previous tunes, by probably by next week, you will be able to understand. Once you start watching, you'll be able to understand may liability can monada, may income can monada, what is capital. If you don't know, if you have already followed some other classes, definitely you know. Even if you don't know, you don't need to worry about anything. You just need to focus on whatever that we are doing right now. Okay. So creditor is always a liability. Now creditor is going down. Why? If you are paying to creditor, the creditor balance will always go down. Now it is decreasing. We have to focus here. Liability is decreasing means it is always debit. Very good. Then what else is happening? Your cash. You're paying something. Your cash is going What is cash? Cash is an asset. Your asset is going down. Okay. You're paying cash means your cash balance will go down. Here, see, yes, it is decreasing means it is credit. So, as I said, for every debit, there has to be a credit. Very simple. Okay. Now we are moving on to creditor. Do we already have creditor account? Yes, very good. Here, see, we already have creditor account. So, what will happen? Yes, creditor, how much you are paying to the creditor? 400,000 you are paying to the creditor. Very simple. And then your cash account is decreasing. That is why you are putting it in the credit side. So this is always the credit side. Right side is the credit side. Now the next part, you have to change the names. So you put creditor here. You put cash here. Very simple. Finish. Completed. We are done with the next one also. Giving you time. 1 minute. Quickly do it. We have already have the creditors account. You don't need to go and draw a new account. If you don't have space, yes, you can do it. Right, Ziana is done. Very good. Ziana is very fast. What about others? Ziana නිකන් Usain Bolt වගේ. Very good. Right, Salia. Very good. Salia is also done. What about others? ඔගොල්ලෝ තිවරද නැද්ද? Can I go forward? Right, very good, Rizma. Right, okay. We are moving forward. What about Arva? Arva is also done. Or do you need more time? Yes, very good, very good. Arva is always fast. Okay. Right? Now we are moving on to the next one. We need to highlight. Make a ivarai. We have completed this. Now we are paying telephone bill of 80,000. Very simple. Right? Telephone bill 80,000. Now what to do? Again, I'm going to explain the same thing again. Very simple. You know what to do. Sometimes you would have already figured out the double entry, but my responsibility, I have to teach everything from the scratch so that every student understands. Okay. You're paying telephone bill. Okay. Telephone bill. What is this telephone bill? This is always an expense. Okay. You're paying something. This is always an expense. Now your expense goes up. Telephone bill is your expense. Your expense is going up means it is debit. And then you're paying cash. You're paying cash. Cash is an asset. Very simple. Asset is going down. That means cash value is going down. Cash value is going down means here you see decrease means credit. Very simple. Straightforward. Okay. So telephone expense is debit. Telephone bill is debit. Your cash is credit. Very simple. Right. Okay. Now we are moving on. We have to open another account as telephone TP bill. Okay, I'm keeping it as short as possible. How much is the telephone bill? 80,000. Sudahak. Our telephone bill right? 80,000. It is always debit. Why? This is an expense. Debit side is always the left side. Okay. And then your cash is going down. We go to the cash account. Very simple. Okay. And then what we have to do? We have to change the names. TP bill. ඊට පස්සේ දැම්මා cash account. Very simple. Right? We are done with this as well. Accounting, you see, students, this is so interesting and so easy. Accounting is the most easiest. if you have a good lecturer. If your teacher is good, everything is, if you can understand, everything is simple. Just no need to use the ruler and අර ලස්සනට කරලා ඒව ඕනේ. Just put a T account, TP telephone bill දැම්මා. Cash account, if you don't have enough space, you can draw another cash account and put it. Very simple. It's like it will go like 10 to 20 seconds for you if you are speed enough. Right, now we are moving on to the next one. I hope you all have done this. So now we are moving on to the next one. Okay. If you need more time, please put it in the chat box. I'm not finished. You can put it in the chat box. Okay. And then loan and interest. Loan and interest, 40,000. Right. Okay. Now again, we are going back. Again, we are going back. Loan and interest. Okay. Loan and interest. Okay. So first of all, what is the loan value? Loan value is 30,000. I'm putting as 30. What is this loan? Loan is always a liability, right? Right. You are settling a loan. Now your liability is going down. Why? Earlier the liability was 30. Now it is 0. Why? You're paying this. Your liability is decreasing. Decreasing liability means this part is debit. Debit how much? 30 is debit. The next part is interest. Okay. Interest is how much? 10. How much is interest? It is 10. Interest is always, remember, it is not a liability. It is always an expense. Interest is always an expense. Okay. Interest is always an expense. Expense goes up. Expense එක වැඩි වෙනවා. 10කින් වැඩි වෙනවා. Then what will happen? Interest is, yes. So what will happen? This is debit. Okay. This 10 is debit. This 30 is debit. Now for every debit, as I said, there has to be a credit. හැම debit එකටම credit එකක් තියෙන්න ඕන. Right? Now what is that credit? Yes, you are paying in cash. Your cash is going down. That cash is an asset. Your asset goes down. What happens? මෙන්න මේ තියෙන්නේ credit for 40. You're paying 40,000. Very simple. For every debit, there has to be a credit. Your debit side and credit side has to always balance. So now debit side there is 40. Credit side also there is 40. Now this is a little bit complicated. We are again moving on, right? Now we need to open two more columns. What are those two columns? What are those two columns? One is interest. The other one is, what is the other one? Yes, bank loan. Very good. Very good. Okay. One is bank loan. Okay. The other one is interest. Okay. The cash column, we already have it. If you don't have enough space, you can also open another cash column, right? Now bank loan is how much? Yes, debit by 30,000. And interest is debit by 10,000. Okay. Interest is debit by 10,000. What is the corresponding entry? Loan and int. එහෙම කියලා දාමුකෝ. I don't have enough space. Loan and interest. How much is that? 40,000. Right, very simple. Here, you're putting cash. Here also, you're putting cash. Very simple. Done. Finish. Correct. Complete. Finish. Right? Okay. Simple. I'm giving you another 1 to 2 minutes. Let's quickly finish this off. We need to somehow finish this question before 11 a.m. quickly. Okay. So we are done. Right. Very good. Right. So let's move on. Move on to the next one. What is the next one? First, let's highlight cash drawings. Okay. Cash drawings. What is this cash drawings? Yes. Right. Again, we are going to our double entry where we are going to discuss the double entry for cash drawings. මේ cash drawings can anyone knows what is this cash drawings? No levels, if you have done accounting and business studies, the commerce subject, you already know. If not, I am ready to explain. What is this cash drawings? Yes, it's something that the owner takes some amount of cash from the business. Okay, for example, someone is the owner, he takes how much? What is the value? The value is 80,000. He takes 80,000 from the business. Very simple. Now, okay. So, what happens? Yes. Drawings is an, what is this? What is drawings? Yes, drawing is always an expense. Okay. Drawings is always an expense. Right? So, if drawings increases, what happens? Drawings increases. How much is the value? The value is 80,000. It is expense increases. We all know it is debit. Here it is debit. And then your cash is reducing. Now I don't need to explain again. Cash is always credit if it is reduced. Very simple. Okay. Now we have to open another account saying drawings account. Okay. How much is the drawings? It is 80,000. It has to be debit. Why? It is an expense. You put as cash. And then in the cash book, very simple. In the cash account, you put it as drawings and 80,000. Very simple. Okay. So we are done with this as well. So we are done with this. Finish. This is the cash account. This is the drawings account. Okay. So we need to do it quickly. We need to somehow quickly finish this off. We have like 4 more transactions. I'll give you a minute to do this. If there is even one student who has not understood something, please let me know. I will again explain. If not, we can move forward. right? Okay, so we are moving. So cash drawings is also done. The next one is cash purchases. Okay, cash purchases is how much? 400,000. Very simple. Do we have these accounts? Yes. Cash purchases. We have already had these accounts. Here you see cash purchases. Okay. So how much is this? Cash purchases. 400,000. Yes. 400,000. Cash is credit. Purchases is debit. Right? Very simple. Very, very simple. Okay. So you put cash here. You put purchases here. Purchase. Okay. Finish. Very simple. Same like this one. We have done this 1,200,000. Can you see? The same transaction has again happened. This 800,000, can you see? Yes, the same thing has again happened. Okay. Okay. So this is very simple. Again, very straightforward. If you don't have space, you need to open another purchases account. Right. Okay. So we are moving on to the next one. Right. Creditor. You are paying 600,000 to the creditor. Very simple. We already have that account. Okay. So you are paying 600,000 to the creditor. Creditor is always debit if the creditor is reducing. Okay. So you put it cash here, and then you put creditor here. You put 600,000 here. Very simple. We are also done with this. I didn't explain the double entry because we have already done this. Here, this 200,000, this 400,000 again, and the third time we are doing this. So I don't think I need to explain. If someone needs the explanation, please let me know. Or else you all can send me a WhatsApp text so that I will explain if you didn't understand. Very simple. Right? We have two more transactions to be done. After that, we can wind it off. So let's move on to the next one. I hope you all are quickly doing all of this. You all are doing this at full speed. Okay. Right. Advance paid to purchase a computer. 50,000 you have paid advance. Right. Now again we need to. Now this is a little bit complicated. Now we are. Can you all see the tute now? I'm showing the tute now to explain. Can you all see the tute? Is it clearly visible? Is this tute clearly visible? Can someone please confirm? I'm changing from tute to Excel, Excel to tute. Can you all please confirm whether now you all are seeing what is the white color tute? Cash control account, the table which I've given. Right. Thank you, Ziana. Thank you. Right. So now you're paying it in advance. Right. First, what will happen? Your cash, definitely your cash is going down, right? So asset is going down means you know that it is always credit. Okay. Now what is debit? Your prepayment. Remember, prepayment is always an asset. Okay. Prepayment is always an asset. Okay. Now your prepayment amount is going up. How much is that? 40,000. Now what will happen? Your asset is going up. This is debit. Very simple. So prepayment is debit. Your cash is credit. Very simple. Okay. Very straightforward. Okay. Right. So we have to move on quickly. Prepayment. We have to open another account as prepayment. Let's put it as prepayment. You all can do this with me. How much is the prepayment value? 50,000. You can put it as cash. And in your cash book, you can put cash account prepayment. You can credit as 50,000. Very simple. We are done. One last one. Quickly, let's do it. Once you are done, please let me know. The final one is very simple. The same telephone bill which we have done. The last one is telephone bill. Okay. So, right, we are moving on. What is the last one? Now we have highlighted this as well. Going to highlight. Okay. Highlighting is done. We have finished. Last one, 12,000 of telephone bill. Very simple. So here you already have the account. If you have enough space in the account, that's excellent. If not, you all have to do this again. So how much is the telephone bill? You know, telephone bill is always debit. Why? It's an expense. We have already done the same transaction, this 80,000. Now we are doing this 12,000. Okay. Cash. Then TP bill. Very easy. Right. Finish. Done. We are completed. Okay. So this part is completed, but the students who have joined, if this is their first class, you all have to stay for another 5 minutes. Other students who have already joined from the first class itself, you all can leave once you are done. If you have any doubts, please send me a WhatsApp text. For now, we have completed this entire question. We have completed the entire question. Okay. Part 1 and part 2. So the new students, please stay. Once you have finished writing all of these, please put in the chat box, sir, done, so that I can explain the remaining part about our fast track course. Right, Rizma is done. Very good. What about others? Alia is also done. Very good. Right, Ziana is also done. Right, so others can leave. If you all want, you all can stay. Right, now I'm going to stop sharing. Now I'm going to go to this thing. Right. Right. So what I wanted to let you know is the new students, as you all know, I'm always giving my first class for free. Okay, the first class, today's class is free of charge. You don't need to pay anything. If you feel sir is explaining good, sir's explanation is good, you all can come for the next class. If you all feel no, the sir is not teaching well, it's your decision. You all can go to another person. There is no problem with me, right? But if you're coming to me, if you're coming for the next class, please send me a WhatsApp message, WhatsApp text, sir. I am satisfied with your explanations. I can understand. If there is doubt, you all can ask me anytime. Even if you're going to a different lecturer, assume you all didn't think, you all thought, sir is not explaining well. Let's go to another lecturer. Even if you're going to another lecturer and if you have a doubt there as well, you can drop me a message. I will not charge anything. I will always explain you if you don't understand. And if you're coming to my class from next week, you need to send me a WhatsApp message. So today's class was free of charge. Okay. Today's class is free. The tute also, you all can keep the tute. If you are coming for classes, every month I'll be sending the tute to your house. But the classes will be done 100% online. Okay. And now you need to purchase. What? The previous 3 months. We started in January. We started in January. Okay. We started in January. Our normal class fee is 3,500. Okay. So January, February, and March. Okay. to get the recordings and this, to get the recordings and the tute couriered to your house, what you need to do, per month, class fee is 3,500, but I am giving this for, this is 3,500 into 3, but what I'm doing is I will be giving these for 2,000 into 3. So if you pay 6,000, you will be getting the full recordings of the classes of the previous one which you have missed, plus the tutes couriered to your doorstep. Okay. So this is something that I'm charging a very low minimum fee, which I think it covers my cost. Okay. So you can get this by paying this amount for the 3 months. You can get this 2,000 for each month. I'll be giving you the recordings. So all the best. If you have any other doubts, you all can send me a WhatsApp text. So let's meet up next week. All the best. Thank you.